How do you know how to work your way through a website? Like which ones you can click? In this episode of Socialights Connect on Cam, we'll talk about one of the most important elements of UI/UX design, buttons. Curious? Stay tuned for more! Hey Pixelhead! I'm Fara, visual designer of Socialights Indonesia. I am, of course, in charge of visuals. My job is to dazzle up your social media and boost your presence with cool visuals. Have you gone into a website looking for something, but you don't know what or where to click, and then you just think to yourself, you know what, I'll just give up looking, and then you close the window? Of course, you don't want that to happen in your website. You'd want users to stay and discover the full potential your website has to offer. And here, buttons play an important part. So what is a button? Have you opened a website and you saw this or this? Let's go back to the basics first. Aesthetic and function have to go hand in hand together, especially when it comes to interactive design. UI and UX work as one. There are zillions of elements that contribute to a good UI/UX design, including buttons. But why? We, as human beings who browse through the internet, seem to be psychologically drawn to buttons. By nature, we have the urge to click them when the situation calls for it. With buttons, we're also clarifying the journey to users to lead them to what they want to discover. Now, if your button doesn't stand out, is it likely that users would click your button? I don't think so. Buttons is the element that will help you direct where you want your users to go, the primary call to action. They have a principal role in the conversation between the user and the system. You can prompt users to engage more with your brand, be it buying your newest collection, subscribing to your newsletter, and discovering more and more about your brand. That is why the first thing that you can do is making sure that your buttons provide clarity of an interaction to your user. Make sure it stands out and steals your user's attention. Don't let it be in vain. Instead, make it noticeable and contrasting with the rest. Here at Socialights, that's the initial part in making a website. Secondly, have your call to action personal with a sense of urgency, like discover now or start my free trial now. Prompt them to take an action by telling them what they will get on the other side of the button click. You'd want to make sure your call to action promises exactly what your visitors will get. Do not make it fake or inconsistent, or they will find it misleading and refuse to explore more of your website. And thirdly, make sure your buttons are consistent all throughout your website, so that users have a sense of familiarity and won't get lost. Once you set a style for your button, your visitors will expect the same button to click on the next pages they visit. If you put a button that looks strangely different, it might look like it doesn't belong there, hence stopping them from clicking it. Additionally, buttons will definitely level up your website's appearance, and then it may even increase your website's traffic. Yes, a simple button can do that. Buttons may seem like a small part of your website, but with the right treatment, it will definitely help you to grow your business. So remember, buttons have to stand out from the rest, have a personal and urgent call to action, and consistency is key. Make sure your buttons look the same all throughout. Need an advisor? Here at Socialights, we are so ready to maximize your digital assets with the right buttons. Just drop your comment below and we'll be at your doorstep. Well, that's all from me. Thanks for tapping in. I hope it's useful for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Dream it, wish it, and do it. Fara signing out. Till next time!